Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, civil engineer, and the site engineer. This channel is specially designed for the quality control and the construction procedure. So if you are a construction professional or just curious about to know about the construction and the quality control, this channel is for you. And today I want to discuss a very important topics for the quality control tools, that is material inspection request. We have taken the approval as per the material approval request from the client or consultant. Now the material has come to our site. Now it is our duty to check the material and get it confirmed that this material is as per the project requirement or the project specification. So how to check and what to check, what document to check, and what way you want to check the material, that is material inspection request, that after our checking we need to raise to the concerned authority, that a client or the consultant. So today in details I will discuss about everything. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information. And if you are new on my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. The first thing is, whenever the material is received at the site, we want to check and we want to raise the material inspection request to the concerned authority, that is a client or the consultant. What we need to inform to them is general information in the material inspection request. There is project name, project location, project phase, maybe phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, in that inspection request number with the revision. Then what is the inspection request number? Because in every company is the quality control procedure, and according to the quality control procedure and the documentation, the every document has the separate name and separate identity that has to mention, and the storage location where we store the material, because the project is big enough and simply we cannot say come and check the material. We need to confirm that here is our material, please come and check. In that time also, what the time you want to be checked that material, the time also you need to mention. So these are the general information we need to incorporate whenever we are raising a material inspection request to the consultant or the client. Then material details, we need to say what is the material type, what is the material specification, how much quantity you received, and what is the supplier or the manufacturer is there, that they are the information to be incorporated in the material inspection request. So what is the material type? Maybe reinforcement. Material specification, the 10 da, 20 da, the quantity received, maybe 10 ton, 20 ton, whatever, that we need to mention. And supplier, from where we are getting, who is the manufacturer, that is also need to be mentioned in the material inspection request. Then we need to mention the testing and inspection requirement. What is the required test? Suppose we bring the steel. Now we need to test the physical and chemical properties. So whatever the test, that we need to mention that these tests to be carried out in situ or in the lab. Then acceptance criteria. What is the acceptance criteria and what is the inspection point? That also we need to mention. What consultant and client want to check, because in the inspection test plan it is mentioned the what is the hold point, what is the surveillance point, and what is the witness point. That also we are mentioning, and according to that, what type of inspection we are offering to the consultant and client, that is also we need to mention. Then the point is coming documentation. So what the documentation? Then material certificates. That means what is the material is coming, and that material is product conformity from the regulatory authority is there or not. We need to check that one. That test report or the material test report, that is also need to be attached with the material inspection request. Suppose steel, as I given the example, steel has come, so the material test certificate to be attached along with the heat number, along with the batch number, along with the cost number. That also need to be verified at the site whenever we are inspecting. And then manufacturer documentation. Who is the manufacturer? Because every project has the approved manufacturer or approved supplier list. So whether this material is coming from the approved vendor or not, that is also we need to ensure. That is why we need to provide the manufacturer documentation. So material certificates, the test report, authority approval, and manufacturer documentation also we need to incorporate. Then it's coming health and safety consideration. What is the material safety data sheet that is attached with the note we need to check, and the handling instruction, how to handle and how to store it, that also need to be attached with the inspection. Then it is coming, the point is delivery information. Now the material is coming. What do we need to check? First thing, the delivery note. The delivery note is there or not. So we need to confirm that the material has coming from the authorized manufacturer or authorized supplier. So that's why we need to check the delivery note. And then again, the supply chain. What is the supply chain? Suppose we are purchasing material from the manufacturer A. Now the manufacturer has their supplier B, and now the supplier B is providing to supplier C, and from the supplier C we are purchasing the material to our side. Now I want to ensure that this material is coming from the A, that is the manufacturer. That means from A to B, B to C, and then C to side, that the supply chain to be completed, and it is to be endorsed for the both all the parties who are involved in the supply. That is the supply chain. That supply chain to be ensured, and supply chain to be authorized, and supply chain to be authorized by the concerned authorities. And then is coming for the certificate of origin. What is certificate of origin? The certificate of origin is that if the material is coming from outside of the state country, that means we need to ensure that the each material is coming from the outside. How it is that this is origin certificate from X country, it is dispatched, and from this dispatch clearance or the custom clearance, whatever, that is to be substantiated that this material is coming from that country, or the origin is to be certified. And then dispatch clearance. Suppose we, why this dispatch clearance is required? Some material we need to check at the point wherever it is manufactured, because that is also the product conformity and the time will save. So whenever the third party or someone is checking that material and give the clearance that this material can be dispatched to the site, that dispatch clearance also need to be checked whenever the delivery information is there or not. So these all the note you need to, the documents you need to check. There's a delivery note, supply chain, certificate of origin, and the dispatch clearance. Then it is coming physical verification. We need to check the physical condition and quantity verification. Why physical condition we need to check? Suppose we need to, we are delivering this reinforcement steel. We need to check that there is any crack on the surface of the steel or not, or is there any rust in on the knot. That is also we need to check. And the quantity verification, whether this the quantity what is in the mention in the delivery note, the same quantity is coming at the site or not, that is also we need to verify. So the physical verification is very much important before going to the lab test or the in situ test. It is giving you the product appearance and acceptability, that from the physical point of view or the from the visual point of view it is okay. So the physical verification is very much important. And then storage condition. See, the storage condition as per the manufacturer recommendation or as per the relevant standard, that is maintained at the site or not, that we need to be verified. Because if the material is not stored properly, it can be damaged, and with the damaged material we cannot achieve the product conformity. So we are to be very much cautious or very much attentive about the storage condition to keep the material safe without any damage. So that storage condition also to be verified, and it is to be mentioned in the material inspection request. And then it is coming in situ test. If any in situ test is required, that we need to perform at the site. The brick is coming, so we can check the dimensional check in the site. So we need to perform the in situ test. Or suppose the aggregate is coming, coarse aggregate or the fine aggregate, so seam analysis we can do in the site. So in situ test we need to perform in front of the client or consultant, so that we can ensuring that the material is achieving all the requirement of the project. So whatever the in situ test that we need to perform, then it is coming lab test. Now we need to do the test of the physical and chemical properties of the steel. We cannot do that at the site. We need to send this to the third party or the authorized lab, so that they can do the test on behalf of us and send us the report. So what is the sampling? What is the requirement of sampling? How many samples is required? That is also we need to take from the site, and we need to make it ready. Whenever the consultant and client is coming, they will check and they will sign, and it will send to the laboratory for the testing and for the report. So the whatever the lab test also information, that is also to be incorporate at the time of material inspection request. And the last but not the least, that is the record keeping and the inspection records and material rejection process. Two things can happen whenever we are inspecting and we are raising to the consultant client. They may say it is approved, so that will be in the inspection record and it will be sent to the project's area or the work area, so that our project can be started. And anything other than that, material can be rejected. So how material will be rejected and how this rejected material to be dispatched from the site. This is also called the material rejection process. So after getting the rejection from the client or the consultant, we need to send back to the material to the manufacturer, and that is also procedure is there. It is to be signed, and it is to be signed by the client and consultant and the project manager, and the gatekeeper also or the security personnel also stamp that material has going outside. So that means that a rejected material not in the site. That is also to be ensured during the material inspection, and it's a quality control tools and the quality control engineer to be ensured that the rejected material is going outside from the site and the approved material going to the work location, so that work can be run smoothly. So these are the things about the material inspection request. Whenever the material is coming at the site, as a quality control engineer, you need to verify the document as well as the material at site. So I hope this information is useful, and if you find this useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. And please like, share and subscribe my channel and provide your feedback, so that from your feedback everybody will be benefited. And if you want to know anything more about quality control and construction material or construction procedure, please let me know. I'm coming with the more content like this. And thank you once again for watching me.